Well, let me do my introduction. Welcome to prison. This is the Yuma Territorial Prison, the state-of-the-art prison for back in the day. They had so much going for man. This is where they were trying to stop all this horse thieving, cattle rustling, bank robbery, by giving a man a trade like blacksmithing, shoe repair. So when he left, he had some fulfillment in life. You know, felt part of the community. They had a very big library in the back. They had a very big hospital. They had flushing toilets. They had running water. They had even a phone in the back.
Okay.
Electricity. The township of Yuma didn't have any of this. They didn't have anything going for them. They'd have to go kill a snake, eat a rabbit just to survive.
Wow.
Here they got fed beef, beans, coffee, tea, vegetable, and fruit. Throughout the country, they were just throwing you in a cell, did your time, grab you by the seat of the pants, threw you out in the street, told you not to come back because it would be worse if you did. Once again, they taught you how to read and write, arithmetic. They had so much going for man here. And this was the first prison that did it throughout the country once again.
Wow.
So
that's amazing.
We had women here, 29 women throughout the 33 years.
Wow.
So one of them that sticks out is Elaine Estrada. She was at home one night with their parents, you know, visiting. She came home. She caught her lover cheating on her. As the story goes, she solved that problem. She went to the kitchen, got a butcher knife, cut his heart out, threw it in his face.
Wow.
Got her 25 years. It was a
Do
harsh
you know,
life.
did she survive it? Did she survive the 25?
Yeah. She did some of it here, but when they closed the prison in 1909, they moved it to Florence, which is in between Phoenix and Tucson. She went with her sentence and finished it there.
Okay.
So
okay.
It was a hard life. It was a real hard life. The gentleman that sticks out the most here would be Buckskin Frank Leslie. He was one of the bartenders for the Herbs in Tombstone, the Palace Saloon. He was pretty fast with the pistol, from what Wyatt Earp says. He said he was faster than Doc Holliday with the pistol.
Okay.
But his problem was one night he got a little tipsy, shot his girlfriend, ended up here. He joined the doctor that was here at that time, learned some doctoring, became his intern, taught him the ropes. So when he left, he pursued that career and lived a very good life.
Oh, wow. Wow, that is very interesting.
Once again, it helped a lot of people. And some of the guys that were here, some of the prisoners, on Sunday was their free day. Some of them studied law inside the library in the back. Some of them, when they left, they became sheriffs and deputies. So once again, that's proof that it does work if you're willing to.
Yes.
If you're willing to change,
rehabilitation works.
If you got to get the mind straight.
Yes. Yes, you got to want it and you got to put in the work for it.
Yep. So number 1 is to my left. If you'd like to start there,
okay.
Stay on the sidewalk. It'll send you all the way to the cells.
All right. Well, thank you, and I appreciate you. And what's your name again?
Mario.
Mario, and I thank you and appreciate you letting me use this little clip in my channel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How are you guys doing today?
Good. How you doing?
So what bring you guys to prison?
Wow. I was going to ask him about that movie, 310 to Yuma. I'm pretty sure it's fictitious, but yeah, every time I think of that, 310 to Yuma, I think of Yuma. Yeah, so I definitely enjoy. That's one of my favorite movies too, 310 to Yuma. And this is a walking path. Is this the Colorado River? It can't be this little, right? I don't know. You guys help me out if you know, because as you can see, I don't. Juan Bautista de Anza National Historic Trail. Oh, that's... Okay, so we're here. Oh, you guys can't. Bit more. Oh, well, there we go, if I cover it. So we're here. Oh, wow, we're right at Mexico. Huh. I wonder if I should go into Mexico, you guys. Across the Colorado River is Indian Hill, the site of La Purísima Concepcion mission, built in 1780 by Spanish explorers. It was destroyed in 1781 when native, can't say that, revolted, killing all European males. Nothing is left of that structure. Today you see the St. Thomas mission, built in 1922, which serves the Quechan Indian Nation. I'm sorry, I know I butchered that. Behind the mission is Fort Yuma. It was established in 1852 to protect settlers, border survey crews, and gold miners, the 49ers, on their way to boom or bust in California gold fields. So this, I think this is the Colorado River, you guys. It's not a deep portion of the river. Offices in the guard quarters. View of the prison from across the river. Oh, so that is the Colorado River. State of Old Ferry Landing. State of Old Ferry Landing. Yuma Crossing. Oh, can't see it. Maybe you guys can see it that way. State of Old Ferry Landing. Yuma Crossing. Below the junction of Gila and the Colorado Rivers was the only natural ford on the Southern Trail to the Pacific. Through often menacing Indians, helped early travelers across on crude rafts. Several ferries operated from 1850 on. Best known ferryman was Louis Jager from 1850 through 1877. Ferries were built on site, held on course by ropes stretched across the river, and operated until bridge was built in 1950. Marker placed by Arizona Society Daughters of American Revolution, 1961. Okay, well, that is interesting. So the river had to be much, much higher than what it is right now in order for it to have the ferry to go through. The old gray bridge finished. Oh, here we go. The Old Gray Bridge, finished in 1915, is the ocean-to-ocean highway bridge. This was the final link in a highway stretching from the Atlantic to the Pacific coast. Its presence meant travelers no longer had to wait for the ferry to cross the Colorado River. The first railroad bridge crossing the Colorado River was a low pivot bridge built in the floodplain below Prison Hill. It would swing open for, I lost my spot. It would swing open for passage of steamboats and serve the railroad until 1923, when the Black Railroad Bridge was built. Approximately 1/3 of the prison was demolished to make way for the present bridge and its foundation. Interesting. Interesting. I gotta work on sucking my teeth, you guys. I do apologize. It is such a nasty, terrible habit. The stables were to the north. Horses were used to pull wagons and adobe bricks, granite blocks, wood supplies, and people, and may also have provided recreational riding for employees and families. After the prison's closing, these stables became municipal stables. The Territorial home. Prison superintendent was an appointed position, often given as a political favor. The pay was a substantial sum for the time, $250 per month plus a residence. A cozy home was built in 1883 on a northern corner, surrounded by lawn and white picket fence. A frontier town, furniture and home improvement materials were not easily purchased, in Yuma. Any improvements desired by a superintendent were done with inmate labor in prison shops and thus provided an opportunity for training prisoners in new skills. This including landscaping, making of furniture, and remodeling. Because it was such a nice house, this house probably became a teacher's residence while the high school was located here, 1910 through 1914. Next, it was converted to Yuma County's first community hospital. In 1923, it was demolished to make way for the new railroad bridge.